Testing. It appears to be working. Alright, so this is the live stream of this sketchy Vega 64 I happened to win for $330 on eBay. I'm pretty psyched. I think it'll probably work. But, I mean, that's $330. I'm going to definitely videotape the unboxing. It appears to be okay. Looks not beat up. My rig's running fine over there. The RX 580. And there's peanuts. It's well packed. It's heavy. That is much heavier than my video card. There's a long black hairs. Oh, yeah. It is well packed. Yeah, I don't think this is a 480 in disguise. It looks pretty good. There's the Power Color logo. A big reason it was sketchy is because the seller used stock photos and only used a couple photos of the actual unit, when he could have just as easily photographed the entire thing. So that's one reason why I think it's sketchy. I believe he probably thought he was going to get more than 330. These things go for about 380 on the used market right now. It looks pretty good. It looks beautiful, actually. Got the dip switches on there. I don't know what all that stuff does. On blue. It's got a serial number. The warranty sticker is still in place. He said somebody returned it that he sold it to before that said it didn't work, but he said he ran it and it worked just fine. So the seller is running it out of the HDMI port. I will not be doing that. I'm going to be using the display port. Oh, one of those looks a little bent. That middle one there, the middle display port, it's very subtle. Maybe you can't see it on there. Alright, let's slap it in. Live on camera. As you can see, the rig is running fine. Oh, disable afterburner. Hopefully it provides a meaningful improvement to the RX 580 I've been using. It's the cheapo 8GB Armor version. But it's good for the most part. Click. Most certainly used. It's got marks where the screws were. Yeah. Slid in there pretty loosely, but let's give it a shot. I'll be using port 1. It lights up. It has video. Looking good. Let's see if it stays good. Oh, I've made a mess. Let's download the drivers. Oh, let's look at GPU-Z first. I'm also worried it could be a Vega 56 disguise. Oh, just got new drivers. Oh, come on, come back. There we go. There's an RX Vega, 14 nanometer, 125,000 million transistors. GB, 64 ROPs, 256 TMUs. I'd say it looks correct. Alright, I'm going to give it a little restart here. See if I can get a better view of it. My cat's hanging out. So for reference, the rest of my computer is a Ryzen 3 1300X, a B350M motherboard, 8 gigs of DDR4 at 2400 megahertz, and that's the specs. You can't see that shit. Google it real quick. It's not very loud. Am I even streaming? Yes, I am. Better be. It may have been flashed with liquid cooling BIOS because my base clock is a bit higher than what's being shown here. Quite a bit higher. I think this guy's getting positive feedback. Alright, let's run a superposition on high. My RX 580 can score about 6,100 thereabouts overclocked. I'm just going to run this and see what it does before I start playing with it. Oh yeah, that's much better. That's about twice the performance. My RX 580 would be running about 50 FPS right here. And I'm getting 80, 75. I'm already thermal throttling. So this is going to be an undervolt dealio. 70 degrees already. Average FPS is 80, 79. Yeah, we're thermal throttling real far down. My graphics clock is already down to the 1300s. God, those monitor speakers are awful. Oh, Dan. Don't nuzzle that. Down to the high 1200s. Memory clock is throttling now. I've never seen that before. Our FPS is down to the 60s. 60s, 70s. Still beats the fuck out of a 580 though. At least mine. Got some kind of light show going on the graphics card over there. I honestly didn't think I was gonna win this, but won the fucking auction. Had to pay. Here it is. Seems to work out great. Holy crap! 9,400. Alright guys, I'd say this is a win. I'll be updating it if anything changes. Goodbye.